All right, welcome everybody. Kevin Marino here. We're going to go through a quick little presentation this evening, and that presentation is on the Solar Oil Project. It is not a company. We are a movement, and there's so much that's involved that we're going to get right into it because our goal is to be extremely respectful of your time and go through the information in a very, very timely manner as we build this amazing company. First, a little bit of housekeeping. Obviously, we have our mandatory risk disclosure that we will leave on here just for a few seconds for you to be able to read through, check it out, and understand that it is definitely some boilerplate information that you need to learn to read through, to pass along to folks. And obviously, do not give investment advice. Simplest way to put that, but please take your time, read it, or if you're watching this on the review, just pause it here and read it. Again, Solar Oil Project, it is not a company. We are a movement, folks. There are so many things that are going on here, and we just want to bring all of this. This is a revolutionary smart contract social initiative. And what exactly is that? Well, there's a major ecological crisis brewing that a lot of people aren't aware of. And that is that millions and millions of abandoned oil wells basically leak methane and other gases into the atmosphere. And people have called it basically that it's a climate, it's a menace to our climate. Think about that. I mean, it's kind of crazy, some of the different things that go on out there. The number of orphan wells has increased by 50%. Now think about that. Who out there is responsible for that? Well, it falls to the states. All right, you're looking at $500 billion environmental hazard, and Texas alone is looking at in excess of $100 billion that they are looking at having their taxpayers foot the bill for. And what is the problem? Well, the problem is we have inefficient, old, outdated technology, and we have when the price of oil turned downward, what ended up happening is there were really very little operating margins for a lot of these companies, smaller companies that had popped up when the oil prices were skyrocketing. So a lot of them just literally walked away. The environmental damage, the water, soil contamination, the carbon, the methane. I mean, there's so many things in the areas that need to be cleaned up. And, when you look at just one of our states, obviously it's a state that has some massive oil production, and that's the state of the state of Texas. Taxpayers are facing in excess of $117 billion. Think about that, $117 billion that taxpayers are expected to clean up. I mean, that's a hefty bill to toss on people. So the Solar Oil Project is the solution, okay? And why is it the solution? Well, the solution is, the object here is we replace these old traditional pump jacks with new solar eco-friendly pumps. I mean, think about what you see on the left that has been abandoned. All right. Well, now what you see on the right with the solar pump, I mean, it takes up a lot less space. It's very extremely low energy usage because it runs on solar, obviously. And these low output wells are, again, abandoned or need to be cleaned up or deserted or whatever. You have these new eco-friendly pumps that can actually do something beneficial. All right, they're solar powered. It's cleaner for the environment. It increases the efficiency. It enables the economy in the area to be revitalized, and it reduces the carbon intensity. So there's many different things that happen. So these millions of underutilized oil wells have created literally practically a limitless opportunity, because not only do you have Texas, you have the entire Midwest, upper Midwest, you can get into Canada, Mexico, all of North America has these oil wells that are abandoned that are ripe for us to be doing business with. Now you can benefit while restoring the planet. How cool is that? Usually taxpayers have to reach into their pocket. But in some cases, like when you're working with the solar oil project, you can actually benefit and see revenue from oil production. Smart contracts. We love smart contracts because obviously it's all done on the blockchain and it's all reported there back and forth, no human error. And it's actually open for global participation. So now how do people participate? Well, when you think about it, I mean, this is a simple process that's being set up, and you simply register for a free account. Okay, again, register for a free account, and then you decide what your participation level will be. You decide how many tokens that you would like to purchase, access tokens. The SOAX is your access token. All right, one access token is 10 cents. So minimum of 200, you're looking at a minimum of $20 to gain access to the platform. All right, when the production has happened and you're earning your rewards, you will earn them in SOP, which is the solar oil production coin. All right, and you will earn rewards up to 10 years. All right, daily oil production. Every time a new barrel of oil is produced, you're looking at one production token being created and issued by the smart contract. Again, one barrel of oil, one SOPX. Simple, straightforward, very easy to follow, and it's all on the blockchain. The SOPX token is linked to the WTI crude price. So there's no company here deciding, hey, the token is worth this much today. Hey, it's worth less tomorrow. And it's, oh, wait, look, it's going to go up. It is pegged to the price of crude. It's simple. It's straightforward. If you ever need to know what it is, you can simply Google the WTI price of crude to know exactly what the SOPX tokens are worth. I mean, think about this. JP Morgan analysts say oil industry could see price of oil up to $190 a barrel. I mean, obviously, you know, most of us who, pretty much everybody on here who's driving a car is hoping that we don't see $190 a barrel because, of course, the price of gasoline will go through the roof. But think about this. If it does, your participation here will see even greater rewards. The overall average of oil over the next 10 years, about $72. Over the last 10 years is about 68. So, and basically, if you're looking at what we're going to look at over the next 10 years, you're looking at an average of about $72. Now, this here is a calculator. And a calculator located on the website, and it allows you to go through and put in some for instances. All right, it's got 3 different parameters that you can play around with. The first one, obviously, is the number of access tokens that you have staked. So you're going to set that number at whatever particular rate or whatever participation that you're looking to take part in. All right, as the example that's sitting right here, 300,000 tokens would have been a $30,000 investment. As you can see, they're talking about the average being $72 over the next 10 years. This is showing the actual average of the WTI over the next 10 years at $67. So we're going with a little bit of a conservative number. And the average oil recovery per well runs between 3 and 5 barrels on a daily basis per well. So what we're using is 3.5. Okay, again, leave it toward the conservative side. So you'd see at this, utilizing these parameters, all right, over the 10 years, the rewards would be 3,832.5 SOPX tokens. Those are the production tokens. All right. And utilizing the $67 as an annual, you're looking at the rewards being valued at over $187,000 over that 10-year period. I mean, again, folks, this is pretty simple. It's straightforward. The calculator is there on the website for you to look at the different possibilities, look at the different potentials that are available based on what you're looking for your participation to be. Now, sometimes people say, well, how is the oil industry going to be around? Are they going to get rid of petroleum? Folks, I don't see it happening. And frankly, I mean, when you think about it, the petroleum industry, gasoline, plastics, jet fuel, diesel, fuel oil for electricity, lubricants, asphalt, and many, many more things. When you think about just plastics that are used in all the devices that we have today, I mean, think about how crazy it seems that people would think that this industry is going away. So I don't think we're looking at that. Now, how do successful oil companies grow? Well, successful oil companies grow because what they do is they constantly reinvest. So do people have the ability to compound their participation here? They absolutely do. Because when you are receiving your production tokens, you have the ability to utilize those to actually get more access tokens. And obviously more access tokens, you stake them, creates more production tokens and so forth. So you actually have the ability to kind of do it at any level. You can take some of the production tokens, turn them back into Ethereum or Bitcoin, and take that out to a wallet, or you can turn it back into access. Now, on the dollars that are the tokens, the production tokens that are coming in, you can turn 25% of them back in access, 50, 75, 100% of them, however you wish to do it. And you can change that percentage at any time. Now, obviously, the more people that are involved here, the more powerful an initiative becomes. And think about how many people out there would like to be involved in cleaning up the planet and being rewarded for it to the tune of 10 years, backed up by these oil contracts. Now, we've all heard the 6 degrees of separation. Many folks always talk for years about, this in the movies. It was always a 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon, because pretty much you could take any actor or actress and within 6 degrees you could get to Kevin Bacon. I always thought that was kind of funny. But you know what? When you start to break it down, there are so many people connected around this planet like never before, especially when you start to figure in social media and the travel that happens nowadays. So we actually have 6 degrees of rewards. All right. Personal, anybody that you personally refer that picks up some access tokens, you will get a 10% direct referral. Again, simple, straightforward, and 6 degrees from there in lesser percentages, obviously, as you go forward. So again, it's simple, it's straightforward, and it pays instantly with either Bitcoin or Ethereum, whichever the person utilized to buy the access tokens. Basically, folks, the deal is let's help heal the world and get rewarded for doing so. Again, the Solar Oil Project is not a company, it is a global initiative. And to help you share this opportunity out there, this initiative, we have an amazing little 3-minute video that I encourage you, instead of trying to remember all this information, just share this video, because this video right here will give everybody that you come in contact with the information that they need to understand what our initiative is about.
Smart contracts and tokenization have been rapidly transforming industries ranging from finance and transportation to food and healthcare. Yet, most projects in this space have not quite delivered on the true potential of this technology, by failing to address real-world problems that need solutions. Welcome to the Solar Oil Project, the world's first project that solves a major environmental crisis using decentralized tokenization, while allowing you to benefit from the trillion-dollar energy industry. One of the greatest ecological and economic challenges today is that of abandoned oil wells. In the U.S. state of Texas alone, taxpayers will have to spend over $117 billion just to clean up old oil wells that are no longer viable due to antiquated technology. There are hundreds of thousands of these oil wells across North America, and so far, no one has presented a modern solution to this problem. The Solar Oil Access Token, SOAX, is a revolutionary smart contract token that gives you access to the Solar Oil Project, a platform that connects abandoned oil wells with operators and manufacturers to revitalize and turn abandoned wells into fully functional and profitable oil production sites. The process is extremely simple and yet incredibly powerful. Select how many access tokens you would like to purchase. Then, log into the Solar Oil Project and select the abandoned oil well properties that you would like to revitalize. Next, click the Stake SOAX option. And now, the platform goes to work for you. As tokens are staked, oil well operators install new eco-friendly solar-powered equipment that makes these oil wells productive and profitable. From the day you stake your access tokens, for the next 10 years, these wells will produce multiple barrels of oil every single day. The oil production from these wells is then tokenized and issued in the form of a second token, the SOPX, or Solar Oil Production, an asset-backed token pegged to the global WTI crude oil price. These tokens are 100% backed by the oil production and can be liquidated based on the current price of WTI at any time you wish. Smart contracts power and enforce every step, including your token purchase, the staking, the oil production, and even the sale of production tokens. This means no human involvement, no accounting issues, no delays, and 100% transparency throughout the process. The rewards from the oil production are issued directly to your wallet every day through the smart contract automatically. There are many complexities in the background that make this process work seamlessly for you. But in general terms, you now have the opportunity to purchase access tokens, stake them, and receive the oil produced from the wells that your tokens represent. The more SOAX tokens you stake, the more oil you receive in the form of production tokens over the next 10 years. To get additional details, just click the Learn More button, or if you're ready to enter the world of tokenized solar oil production, click the Get Started button below. Welcome to the era of socially responsible energy production.
Well, folks, I mean, it pretty much, it doesn't get any simpler than that. I encourage you to get back to the person who shared this video with you and keep on sharing, keep on bringing folks here. We'll help you do the work and get a lot of people involved in our solar oil project and our global initiative. Have an amazing day.